Check, check. Hey, my mic is not on. My mic is not on. Check. Sound check. Request you all to kindly settle down. Good evening to everybody. Honorable Chief Minister is right here outside. He might step in any minute now. Requesting all of you to kindly settle down and maintain silence. A warm welcome to the respectful Honorable Chief Minister of the State Telangana, Revanth Reddy Garu. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Can I request you all to welcome him with a round of applause, please? We'll just give 30 seconds for everybody to settle down. We request everybody to kindly take your seats as we are about to begin the event. Shall I start? Sir, shall I start? Yeah. Andarki namaskaram. Good evening. To the Honorable Chief Minister of the State Telangana, Revanth Reddy Gariki, Honorable Chairman, Legislative Council, Gutta Sukendra Reddy Garu, and to Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Batti Vikramarka Garu, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MPs, MLCs, MLAs, Chairpersons of different corporations, diplomats of various countries, eminent persons from the industry, healthcare, construction, hospitality, judiciary, subject experts, media, senior officers, state administrators, environmentalists, honorable dignitaries, I welcome you all to the presentation of the River MUSI Rejuvenation. Ippudu Telangana Rashtra Geetam kosam మీ అందరినీ నిలబడవలసిందిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాము. I request you all to stand in the honor of Telangana state song. Thank you.
ఒక్కటైన చేతనం
Telangana andarni కూర్చోవాల్సిందిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాం. We would also like to welcome the honorable speakers and all the dignitaries here. Thank you. Requesting everybody to kindly settle down. We also have Honorable IT Minister here. Warm welcome to you, sir. Yes. హైదరాబాద్ చరిత్రను మూసీ నది లేకుండా ఊహించుకోలేం. అనంతగిరి కొండల్లో పుట్టి హైదరాబాద్ నగరంలో 55 కిలోమీటర్ల పాటు ప్రవహిస్తుంది. నగరీకరణ వలన, కాలుష్యం వలన మూసీ నది యొక్క రూపం కంప్లీట్గా మారిపోయింది. అందుకే గౌరవనీయులు రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రి రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు తమ దూరదృష్టితో ఎలా అయినా మూసీ నదిని రెజ్యువినేట్ చేయాలని గొప్ప సంకల్పంతో ఉన్నారు. అందుకొరకు ఒక్కసారి గట్టిగా చప్పట్లు ప్లీజ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. I now would like to welcome the Special Chief Secretary Jayesh Ranjan Sir, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, onto the stage to set the context with a warm round of applause. Hearty welcome, sir.
Honorable Chief Minister, sir, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Speaker, sir, Honorable Council Chairman, respected ministers, advisors, members of Parliament, members of Legislative Assembly, Legislative Council, representatives, chairpersons of various corporations, all our invitees, our guests, distinguished members of the diplomatic services, senior industry representatives from various verticals like manufacturing sector, healthcare, property development, entertainment and media, and all the domain experts who are here, all the environmental civil society organizations. To every invitee, we are very, very grateful. This is a one of its kind platform. You would not have seen something like this before. For the sake of transparency, for the sake of accountability, for the sake of consultation, such a wide platform has been created, and we are very grateful that all of you have responded. I mean, I see a full house. Some people are standing. Very shortly we'll find chairs for all of you. Just bear with us. As all of you would know, within weeks of taking office in the year 2023, Honorable Chief Minister announced a slew of flagship projects. Of course, the 6 guarantees are well known, but there were other important developmental initiatives which were announced by Honorable Chief Minister. And to revive and rejuvenate Musi River was one of the important ones. I have had the pleasure of accompanying Honorable Chief Minister to few of his international visits. And I know for sure that wherever Honorable Chief Minister has gone, one of the first demands that he has put on us is that please find out if there is any water body, if there is any river, and how has that country developed that river. And in the process, Honorable CM has visited the Thames River, the rivers in Tokyo, in Seoul, and in so many other places as well. And everywhere we have seen that the rejuvenation of the river has created a huge multiplier effect for the economy of that city and of that country. And we all know historically why when the Asaf Jahis set up their dynasty, they chose the riverfront to establish all the important institutions. But obviously over a period of time, due to neglect, due to inadequate attention on planning, on resource support, the river today has become an embarrassment for us. In fact, I come from the north of the country. We have mighty rivers, we have bridges, and when you cross a bridge over a river, you get a sense that I'm crossing something. I mean, there is something very special which is happening. Here, when you cross any bridge over Musi, you don't even notice that you are crossing a river. It has become so insignificant, etc. I can share something else which is very personal. In fact, the Musi River Rejuvenation Plan was tried out way back in 2005 also. I was the Vice Chairman of the Hyderabad Urban Development Authority. which is called Huda. The then Chief Minister Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy had asked us, and at that time GHMC was called MCH, to look at the river rejuvenation project. We had engaged a very eminent architect called Hafiz Contractor to guide us. But we were not able, he gave us good ideas, but we were not able to make any progress because one very fundamental question could not be answered. And that fundamental question was, how do you bring water into this river? This river can be, so much of landscaping can be done, so much of other things can be done. And just because this fundamental question could not be answered, we could not make any progress over the last 2 decades. And I'm sure you would have read about it. One of the smartest river interlinking projects is happening here. We are now supplementing Godavari river water into this river to make it perennial, and obviously various other things will happen. The last point which I want to make is about the format of today's interaction. As soon as I finish, I would request my colleague, the Managing Director of the MUSI River Development Corporation Limited, Mr. E.V. Narasimha Reddy, to explain using a presentation. We have engaged a very reputed consortium of agencies to prepare the master plan for this river rejuvenation. These are all international companies. It is led by a Singapore-based company called Mainhart, along with Rios of United States, Cushman and Wakefield, which is also a global consultancy, one of the big 5. So they have just about a month ago given us the detailed project report for phase 1 of the project. So my colleague will explain about what is there in the DPR. He will also provide a little bit of a historical context. Some of you might have seen some of the displays in the foyer when you would have entered. If you have not, please do look. Take a look before you leave. It has some amazing illustrations and pictures and historical markers of how this river has created an impact, a very deep impact in the history of the 435 years history of Hyderabad. And after my colleague's presentation, we would be requesting Honorable Chief Minister for his address. And before the evening concludes, obviously we have arranged for dinner and accompanied with some entertainment in the outside lawns. So please do make full use of this time that you have chosen to spend with us. And once again, very, very warm greetings and welcome to all of you on behalf of Telangana government. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now request the Managing Director of MRDCL, E. Venkata Narasimha Reddy Garu, to present Riverfront Development Project to all of us. Hearty welcome, sir. May I request a huge round of applause to you for the Managing Director of MUSI, MRDCL.
Good evening to all. Sir, with your permission, I will start the presentation, sir. Sir, as Special Chief Secretary was explaining what exactly the day is about. So MUSI River has been there, and the Hyderabad happened along the MUSI. But over the years, how MUSI was polluted, how we are not able to make use of the river that is available to us. The nature has given this to us, but we, in the process of urbanization, the development, how we have changed the face of the river and how we are struggling today. I would like to take this presentation in 10 points. Basically, so just I will give the context of the MUSI, the current crisis, what is the crisis now, and then I go to the global benchmarks of the riverfront projects across the world, across India, government's vision for MUSI development, what exactly the leadership is now thinking of, and what is the vision for 55 kilometers, which is going to be in the second phase also, the phase 1 planning, what it is, and the DPR components. And then we also talk about the river hydrology. When we talk about the river, we have to talk about the hydrology and hydraulics. So many people are having some misconception on the river thing, whether we have done the hydrology or not. I will be trying to explain that also. And prevention of sewage flows. when we talk about the river, we have to curtail the sewage flow into the river also. So what exactly we are doing on that? And then multi-use buffer zone, why the buffer zone is very important, what the rules say, what the government of India says, all these things also be spoken about. And then Gandhi Sarovar, where the historical importance of Bapu Ghat and how the Gandhi Sarovar is shaping up. Then the east-west mobility corridor, how the decongestion of Hyderabad is going to happen with this very good project. And then the last and not the least one, but it is very, very important. I welcome Honorable Minister Revenue. Also, please join us, sir. The last one is the cultural integration. Hyderabad is known for the culture and also secular Hyderabad. So how it is going to be connected through the MUSI? This is also very, very important. Under these 10 topics, I am going to cover the entire vision of the government. So just to see the historical background, this is the picture of 1892. So this was taken by one photographer called Deen Dayal in 1880s. Hyderabad was founded in 1591 and it grew along the MUSI in the Qutub Shahi dynasty. Then the river provided water for agriculture, trade and daily use. So this was the river which was giving even the drinking water at that point in time. For 300 plus years, the MUSI was the city's ecological balance. This is the backbone of the city, actually where Hyderabad has grown. This is the picture of that time and how it was. And agriculture was happening, everything was happening. Then what is this MUSI about? So MUSI rivers starts from Anantagiri Hills, and there are two rivers actually. When we talk about MUSI, we have two rivers, one is Musa, another one Isa. These two come and merge, confluence is at Bapu Ghat. That is called Bapu Ghat now. In between, after 1908 floods, two reservoirs were constructed. Before 1908, there were no reservoirs. 1908 floods have made us to have the two reservoirs. This is basically for the drinking water, not only for the drinking water, but flood control. That was the measure that was taken. Usman Sagar started in 1911 and constructed in 1920. This starts from Anantagiri Hills and it flows up to 55 kilometers and reaches Usman Sagar. And another river called Isa, this starts in Pargi area and this starts and comes 49 kilometers and comes to Himayat Sagar. This was constructed and completed by 1927. So 1920 and 1927, these two reservoirs were constructed and that was supplying the drinking water for Hyderabad as well. Then from there, the MUSI now, if we take the ORR, Outer Ring Road, 159 kilometers of Outer Ring Road, where at Rajendra Nagar and Gandipet ORR, that is Narsinghi Junction, to Gaurelli, this is the other place where exactly this is the Gaurelli place. From here to here, this is 43 kilometers. And from here, Usman Sagar and Himayat Sagar, if we take these two rivulets and the length if we add, this is 21 kilometers and this is 34 kilometers, makes total 55 kilometers. MUSI is coming from Anantagiri Hills, 55 kilometers up to Usman Sagar. Again 55 kilometers of river, Isa and Musa, together MUSI coming up to this place. So this is the entire Hyderabad place. And after that it flows towards Nalgonda and it links with the Krishna river. This is the tributary of the Krishna. So it merges with Krishna river at Vadapalli in Nalgonda district. So what is the crisis? How the MUSI is today? If you see at the MUSI, I have tried to show some pictures here. Musa Nagar location near Old City, encroachments in the buffer zone. See how after floods, how they are suffering. And location at Musarambagh Bridge, lot of garbage, untreated sewage, everything is coming here. And at Chadarghat Causeway Bridge, solid waste dumping is also happening. Then, if we see Amberpet, I have taken some examples and just I am trying to show this. At Malakpet and at Musarambagh, there is 27 major nalas. I am not talking about the smaller nalas, but 27 major nalas join the Musi river without treatment. The treatment started some years back, but still lot needs to be done. Here I would also like to just show the video. Video please.
The reality of the Musi. This is not just a river. This is the reality of the Musi today. Across Hyderabad, drainage channels discharge directly into the Musi, carrying untreated sewage every day. Plastic waste and toxic dumping have turned sections of the river into polluted drains. Chemical pollutants create thick layers of foam, a visible sign of contamination. Encroachments and unmanaged waste continue to choke the river's natural flow. What was once a flowing river now struggles under the weight of pollution. The Musi carries the waste of a growing city. Its condition today is a reminder that urgent action is needed.
This is the urgency where we are today. So, if we also see the historical paper clippings and happenings that are there, in 2020, 50 people died in heavy rains, flash floods in Telangana. So, this is why, what is the reason for this? Because Musi has to take all the nalas into that. Whatever flood that comes, that has to merge into the Musi and it has to flow uninterrupted. But if that is not happening, then the flooding happens. This is called urban flooding. So, in urban flooding, the risks and infrastructure challenges are also there. This is one thing that happened in 2025. This 2 dead, 2 missing in rain-related incidents, parts of city waterlogged, complete city waterlogged. And this is 1,000+ families have to be displaced. Heavy rain pounds Hyderabad, and location this is Shankar Nagar in 2020, and this is 2025 news item. Please, video please.
Hyderabad.
Musi river overflowing, houses.
Person is
Hyderabad
going.
battered by intense rainfall, plunging the city once again into chaos.
Police moved quickly to close roads around the affected zone. Hyderabad was severely impacted as heavy rain continued to hit the city and several other districts of Telangana, leading to flight diversions and traffic congestion.
As the city's old city faces severe flooding, forcing hundreds to evacuate.
Death toll has now gone up to 34. The forces have also joined into the rescue operation to safely evacuate.
This is recent floods 2025. This is how havoc the heavy rains are doing in Hyderabad. So, though we have the river, for taking all this flood into it and just go along the river, and it can pass through to the Krishna river and then go to the sea. But because of various obstructions and other things, it is not happening. So, that is the crisis. Added to this, the climate change that is also there. As we have seen, within 24 hours, we are seeing 25 centimeters of rain, 40 centimeters of rain. See, actually all the systems were prepared only for 2 to 10 centimeters max. Even if 10 centimeter happens, the entire city gets into waterlogging, not only here across the world, across other cities as well. But what needs to be done? When we are talking about MUSI, actually the MUSI project is not looking only about the MUSI cleaning. We are trying to do an integrated approach, the comprehensive approach for the entire city. In the coming slides, I will also be explaining what exactly the government is trying to do. So global climate projections, if you see, South Asian cities face a 40% increase in extreme rainfall events by 2050. If we are not prepared for that, we are losing out, and the generations coming will definitely curse us. So this is the time we have to cloud bus everything. If you see 2020 Hyderabad floods, 50 lives and 5,000 crores of economical loss. This is reported by the newspapers, and 200 to 300 mm, 20 to 30 centimeters of rainfall within 24 hours. So this is where we are today. Therefore, every monsoon that passes without action, if we fail to take an action today, is a disaster we chose not to prevent. We have to prevent it. What needs to be done? That is what exactly the project is about. So, in light of these crises, the MUSI's revival is not a choice. It is a necessity. It is a compulsion. This is exactly where we are today. So, what we have done? So, having studied the problems here, we are not leaving the problem there. We are trying to find out the solutions. Which are the best practices that are there across the world? We try to see we try to go around the globe and take the inspiration out of it. So, out of this, if you see Cheon Seol River, where this was before doing the riverfront. This is in Seoul, and this is after cleaning that and doing the riverfront. So the second example is Thames. See the old Thames and the new Thames now, how the economy is growing around. Next, this is Sumida River in Tokyo, how it was, how it is today. And this is Singapore riverfront, how it is. Many of us probably have visited several of these places, but we never understood that how the river was, because now we are seeing this. We didn't know what happened in the historical thing. So all these things are studied now. And Sabarmati riverfront, even in India, Sabarmati, if you see the riverfront now in Gujarat, and this is Seine River, Paris. Several of us visited Seine, and how it is today. Please play the video.
Once, many great cities turned their backs on their rivers. Pollution, encroachment, forgotten waterways at the heart of growing cities. But vision changed their course. Seoul removed a highway to restore the Cheonggyecheon stream, bringing water, nature and people back to the city. Tokyo revitalized its riverbanks, creating vibrant public spaces along the Sumida River. London turned the Thames into a thriving cultural and economic corridor. Singapore transformed a polluted waterway into one of the world's most celebrated riverfronts. Paris transformed the banks of the Seine River into vibrant pedestrian spaces. Ahmedabad turned the Sabarmati River into a thriving public riverfront. Across the world, cities chose to restore their rivers and reshape their future. Now, it is Hyderabad's moment. The revival of the MUSI begins.
So I spoke about the crisis, and we have also seen several places across the globe and what are the practices that they have taken up and how the rivers are now shaped up. And after seeing this, the leadership today is very committed to that. That's the reason a team led by Honorable Chief Minister himself has taken to the various places along with media. Let me also be very clear so that everybody can understand. And the cabinet colleagues of Sir and also the senior bureaucrats to study this. The vision, leadership, commitment, see Dubai, Singapore, London, Tokyo, all these places were visited by Hon'ble.